Hey folks, Norb here. Today I'm taking a quick look at the collaboration between Truthear and Crinacle. It's called the Truthear Crinacle Zero Red. I'm not normally an IEM guy. I'm not normally a wired headphones reviewer. There's a lot of really great reviewers out there. I don't need to put my voice in for that. The reason I'm doing this is because of curiosity. I normally do wireless headphones, wireless earbuds, and I started foraying into wired headphones, which I've enjoyed thoroughly, and now I'm going to IEMs. Today, I just wanted to go ahead and take a look to see what's in here, what's in the package, what I can expect. Crinacle, I'm trusting you on this one. You may not even watch this video. I kind of hope you don't. And by the way, there's zero affiliation. I don't know the person. I'm sure he's a very nice fellow, but this is just for me. I'm gonna go ahead and test this out, look what's in the package, and then give you my first reactions, and that's pretty much it. So with that, let's start unboxing. Here's the package. You know, you can see it's quite nice. Always have the anime waifus with Truthear. I'm not quite sure why that is. Whatever floats your boat. So there are two things that I really like about the Zero Red from everything that I've read are, number one, that it has a dual driver setup, and dual drivers have proven to be pretty useful to me. I've tried them out with other earbuds that actually have that setup, and I think the sound punches above its weight for clarity, which is a good thing. The second thing is that it includes a 10 ohm bass adapter, which I'll probably make use of because I tend to prefer a more bassy sound rather than a more neutral sound. Regardless, let's take a look inside the package. I always hate opening these things. It's you know, it's like I don't want to rip them open because I don't want to be surprised. It's not like it's going to pop all over the place, but here we are. Here's what's in there. Let's take a look inside. Here you can see the box right here. Now let's open these guys up. Ah, there we go. Here we are. What's inside? Take a look at it. I think that's just paperwork. Oh, it's more than just paper. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is for the earbud. Does this change the sound, or are these just extra? No, I think this is just extra because they look pretty much identical. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus on these. But yeah, oh, that's interesting. But they just fell out. See what else is in here. There's the owner's manual. Okay, cool. So a lot of good information. And here they are. And here, oh, this must be, these are the cables. Cool. All right. There's the cable itself. And the actual headset. I don't want to damage these pulling them out. So here we go. Here we are. It's a really nice color to them. I do like that a lot. It's, you know, it's nice. I like the fact that these are smoother corners. I normally do have smaller ear holes, so I'm gonna go with these. And I know there's the foam tips, but no. I could just have a video of me struggling to put these on, and it'll just entertain all of you. And it's very sad. So, oh, here we go. I got it in. And let's go for this one, and this is the larger one because that's how my ears work. One ear hole is larger than the other. There we go. Okay, this is a little bit better. Okay, good. So one thing to notice about these, if you don't use IEMs on a regular basis, is that they normally come with cables, but the cables are actually labeled left and right. So you have to look carefully. Like this one is the right one. I'll look at the camera down here overhead. You can see the little R there. This cable, yeah, I guess it feels nice to me, I guess. You know, it feels good. It feels fine. So I'll put this on here. Let's take a listen. And I'm going to start with Bad Guy. Next, I'm moving on to T.S. Monk by Al Foster. Next song is Felix Mendelssohn, Concerto E minor, third movement. Okay, my initial impressions are that it's very decent sound. It's very clear. You can tell that there's a dual dynamic driver use here. It's got good detail. It's got excellent balance between the ranges. I think it could use just a tad more bass for my taste, but overall it's still really, really good. I mean, it's just, it's nice, it's clear. It's got good sound. There. It's got very good sound. So let me go ahead and plug it in with a little thing here. See if that works. It does make it look a little bit on the awkward side, right, sticking out all the way like that. Let's go back to this. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, hold up. I gotta stop this. So with a 10 ohm bass adapter, the sound on the bass, it's definitely there. It kicks it up a notch, and I absolutely adore it. I think I'll use that exclusively with this thing because I really do like the sound and the way that it comes out. It doesn't really impact the upper ranges, which is great. Oh, here we go, taking them off. Oh, it does feel good having them off. Normally, I'm not a big fan of having stuff stuck in my ears, and these are a little bit on the larger side, but they're not bad. These are actually pretty comfortable, again, because of the smooth edges right over here. The sound, again, is decent. It's for $50, $55, whatever this was. I think it's a solid deal. If this is the first time you're going to try out IEMs, wired IEMs, I think this is a really good first step. Now, there are cheaper options out there, like for example, the Truthear Hala or the Chew 2 that just came out. But these, yeah, I don't mind recommending these. They sound great. I like them a lot. All right, so after a month of using these, here are my takeaways. First, let me get this out of the way. I find these pretty comfortable still, although I don't like sticking stuff in my ears. The cable has been fine, and the little storage pouch is absolutely perfect. Now, moving on to sound. Something I didn't note earlier is that these come with 7 pairs of ear tips. There's a pair of foam tips, and then there are 2 pairs each of small, medium, large tips. The difference between them is this hole in the middle. One set has a wider opening, and the other has a smaller opening. Your choice here will impact the balance of sound. The tips with smaller openings will reduce the total amount of bass, putting the focus more on the mids and the high end, and the ones with the larger openings will give you more bass presence. So think about it as a way of doing manual EQing. That's the first way to change the sound on these. After that, of course, you have the 10 ohm adapter, which I talked about earlier in the video. Basically, this makes it just a little bit harder for the electrical signal to go from the source to the IEMs. That's called impedance, by the way. By doing that, you'll get a bass boost. It won't be crazy, but it will be noticeable. You saw my reaction.
Ooh, I gotta stop this. It kicks it up a notch.
You may also notice that you have to raise the volume just a bit. But that's what impedance does. It impedes electrical signals from getting through as easily, so you need to add more power to get the desired output, so it makes these a little bit quieter. Anyway, for my tastes, I tend to really enjoy a bit more bass presence, so I use the ear tips with the wider holes and the adapter. With that, let's break down the sound. Now, keep in mind that I mostly use these with genres like classical, indie, folk, jazz, pop, and rock. For those, I really enjoy these. For things where I wanted significantly more bass, like hip hop and lo-fi, these were not my favorite. The overall presentation is good and tonality is good. The dual dynamic drivers separate the bass from the mids and treble, so you have good clarity throughout, and I don't remember ever hearing any sort of distortion at any volume level. Now, I don't listen particularly loudly. Sometimes you'll get distortion when it gets too low, and I didn't get that. Overall tuning is generally neutral. It's Harman-like, and I think Dr. Sean Oliver himself, the guy who created the Harman target, said that these have a post-Harman tuning, which is odd considering that the Harman target itself is a bit of a moving target. Mids and highs are good without being overpowering, at least to my ears. I never noticed the sound on these being exhausting or fatiguing, but remember that I did everything that I could to attenuate the upper ranges in relation to the low mids and bass, although I still don't think that would have been an issue. The attack on notes, for example, is a little on the smooth side, but don't think I'm saying that it's bad or sloppy. It's not by any means. But if you're looking for something that's really tight, you'll probably want to find something with more dedicated drivers and probably at a higher price point, maybe something with balanced armatures or possibly planars. The bass is tight and well controlled, and with the adapter, you have it. I just realized I'm holding this entire time and it looks like I have like a prayer beads or something. The bass is tight and well controlled, and with the adapter, you have a decent sub bass extension where you'll also notice a little bit more punch and rumble. Nothing overpowering though, just enough to give you a good presence of the range. Listening to Billie Eilish or Disturbed or Miley Cyrus is where I notice this the most. Overall, resonance is decent with solid decay, although this is where I would have wanted a little bit more sensitivity. Likewise, as for spaciousness and instrument separation, this is probably where you want something more technical. It doesn't sound crowded by any means. There is good instrument separation, but it's also not a super wide soundstage. Yeah, the dual driver setup helped, but it's a budget IEM, so don't come here expecting a concert hall in your ears. Still, for $55, and that's firmly in budget territory, I'm more than happy with this. I use them all the time, and I really just love them, although I'm now much more curious about the IEM market. The tuning is great, the sound is clear, and the options to change the sound are solid, so no real complaints. A+, would buy again, and I 100% recommend them, especially to anyone looking for either their first pair of IEMs or if you're upgrading from the $20 ultra budget segment. If you want to see more reviews like this, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, have a good one.